National Football League.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the birthplace of rock and roll, where the ceremonial guitar has been smashed. We're ready for football at Huntington Bank Field here in Cleveland. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns on Sunday Night Primetime. On the Ravens sideline, head coach John Harbaugh, his team atop everyone's power rankings, 7-0 to They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry past the 45. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 80 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. That touchdown puts him in double digits. Now 10 rushing touchdowns on the season. Here's a first carry for their running back, and he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Second and 5. Handoff here, up the middle. And he's going to be brought down up past the 20.
And you talk about a guy who's been running with a purpose here in the first half, Mike. I mean, not only hitting the holes and accelerating through them, but as the numbers telling you, he might be on his way to a big, big ball game.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. Good run after a good run. This one for 14 yards and another first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 6. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and it sets up 3rd down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
He's got it, man. It's held. A gain of 16 yards. Good for a Raven first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Baltimore.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball. Give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Well, Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll take this to about the 38-yard line. Evan Williams is there for the stop.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And he'll drive this one forward down to the 36. Parsons Messenger there on the stop.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And to be taken down with the first down as time will run out on this opening quarter. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins as they've got it with 1st and 10. Now Jackson. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal, try to finish off this drive with a touchdown. What a pickup, a gain of 18. And it sets up 1st and goal.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
They'll try to run this one in. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often,
he's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Ravens. That's his 8th touchdown of the season.
Tell you what, this offense has come out and they have completely dominated here in the early going, Mike. I mean, this has just been methodical, sustained, back-to-back drives right down the field. Man, you just can't draw it up any better than that.
A 1st down throw for Jackson. Going right, it's taken in, and he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a 1st down. From the gun, Jackson. Here down the field will fall incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. It's 2nd down.
And the defender does such a good job, like not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
Line through inside the 40. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
And his great first half on the ground continues, and this is one of those guys that when he gets in the groove, it seems like it's an 8-yard run, a 10-yard run, and all of a sudden a 15-yard chunk play, one after another.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. A short pass taken in by the tight end. Now the Ravens use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Second down, Jackson. On the run to the right. Bit of a wild throw there behind his man, thus it's incomplete.
So I actually think this is one of those where he was a little bit too unselfish. He's trying to fit that ball in a tight window and maintain his ability as a passer. But I think if he turns himself into a runner and activates his legs, he probably picks up that first down if he calls his own number.
Try to pick this one up on the ground. A gain there of 11. First down, Baltimore.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Ravens.
Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. And they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. 16-yard line, and it's first and 10. Play action now. Jackson moving to his right, to the goal line, and in. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Baltimore. It's his third touchdown catch this year.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half.
Drive will start on the ground. And the strength on display, rambling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
I'll tell you what, if the offensive lineman had the same level of fight and effort that the quarterback did, they wouldn't be in this situation. It's a shame because that individual effort went a long way towards extending that play, and it still ended up resulting in a sack.
On third down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Ravens bring their punt team out. This fielded inside the 35. And they'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Browns offense and Quinshon Judkins making their way back out. Jackson now to throw on first down. Forced out left. so hard to get a shot on Jackson. Gave himself up there after picking up the first down.
It's a gain of 20.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a give up the middle. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and it's 2 nice plays to begin this drive.
And what a start to this drive. A little bit of everything. First you get the explosive pass to start it out, and then you follow it up on the ground, picking up good yardage. The ability to weave back and forth as a play caller, it just puts so much pressure on the defense.
Right back to him on 1st down. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
Now it's a bootleg with Jackson. Rolling right. Off he goes. And he's going to be out of bounds here on what will wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. So, here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now, Jackson. He's got it at about the 8. And the Ravens are looking at a 1st and goal. He takes it all the way down to the 2.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
Here's a run, and he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 10 and 11 on the year. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
They'll begin here on the ground. You talk about the moves, spinning out of that tackle, turning it into a gain of 7.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
And he will have the Ravens first down. Able to convert, albeit not by much. They get it on 30 yards. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Jackson. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. Jackson on target to Flowers, and it's a Baltimore first down.
They do a really nice job of taking everything away initially, but you have to keep the quarterback in the pocket, especially if you're playing man coverage. You simply can't ask your coverage unit to match up and cover that long.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. Flush to his right, taking off. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. They'll have the first down. It's a gain of 28.
And this is when it just gets very frustrating as a defense, because this is what it's been like all day. The pass rush is good, but just not quite good enough. They let him slip through, and he burns them with big yardage. Let go.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. And he continues to rack up the yardage on the ground, and that last run puts him over 200 rushing yards in this game. Now it's 2nd and 1. They'll stick with him again. And he'll get the first down there. A pickup of about 5 yards. So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. They continue to be the hottest team in the NFL here in the first couple of months of the season as they remain unbeaten. So, that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we wish you a good night from Cleveland.